likes are nice and comments are great, but if your digital content isn't really helping people to find Christ and find their community and take their next step, then what are we really doing this for? Hebrews 10:24-25 in the King James Version says, "And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, but exhorting one another." So I really think online spaces can be the bridge to a real life connection. And notice I said bridge and not substitute. Your digital ministry should steer people towards meaningful community. So I want to talk about this today. How do we bridge the gap between digital life and real life? When it comes to online content, I really think a clear CTA, call to action, is very important. You want to let people know that you want to meet them in person. Okay, so things like come this Sunday, join the prayer group, send us a message, send us a DM. So you want to inspire them to take an action. You don't want to just invite them. So basically, always give people a next step. Visit, sign up, DM us, show up. Speaking of DM us, there are many tools that you can use to automate some messages. So when people DM you, they actually automatically get the event information or whatever you want to send them back to them as a DM. You've probably seen this online on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, where the content in the caption, it says, comment the word free book and we will send you our free booklet. And once you comment that word, you instantly get a message back with a link to the free item or with whatever was promised. So these tools are really great because they save you time and you can just set them up ahead of time. My favorite one is ManyChat. I really love it because it's very intuitive. It has a nice dashboard. They have a free plan, which is pretty good. It allows you to automate your messages after you posted them. So you go back in there and you just add your automation. They also have a paid plan. I believe it's $14 or $15 a month. And that allows you to schedule things ahead of time. So if you have a post next week for, let's say, VBS, Vacation Bible School, and you want people to have the information once they comment VBS, you can put that in there and it'll automate everything, and as soon as the post is out, it will have that automation added. I'm going to add the link to ManyChat for you in the show notes if you're interested. Next, I believe showing the heart and the people and the faces of your ministry is really important to let someone know what to expect when they come and visit you. So make sure you capture some testimonies. You can capture them on video, on audio, even written testimonies of the transformation that people go through in your ministry, and that really builds connection. I always say people connect with people, so having real life testimonies in your content will definitely bridge that gap too between internet life and real life. And when it comes to real life testimonies, one thing that also comes to mind is baptism. If you record your baptisms, you can make really good content from that and maybe show before and after, do a mini interview with the person, and if they are comfortable, let them talk about how they came to Christ and how they publicly, declared that they are a follower of Jesus. And this might even entice non-believers and new people. They might not read the Bible, but they sort of read your life. They see your testimony and they see your life, and they want that too. Everyone wants happiness, and it's just a really, really great connector. So testimonies, testimonies, testimonies. Another thing that I see working very well are behind the scenes videos that you can post as reels. So let's say you have a choir concert coming up, you can post the rehearsals or even rehearsals for praise and worship, any event that you are having when you're setting up for it. Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day is coming up now, so this will be something to kind of highlight the people behind the scenes and also show that you are real people, a real community, and it's just really nice. I think a lot of people like to get a behind the scenes peek online. So this is also another tip for content that can connect the online life that we are having with the real life. And don't forget your CTA, your call to action. A little bonus tip here: if you have people's permission, go ahead and tag people people in your content. If you have, your congregation, some key people in your team, maybe the social media manager or people who are already online a lot, tag them in your content for some more engagement. So if it comes across their feed, they can also engage with it, share it, and things like that. And I just want to mention here that being authentic to who you are as a church is most important. You don't have to do everything I suggest here, okay? Don't take it black and white. Play around with these things, test them, and see what people engage most, see what resonates the most with you, with your congregation, and with your people. You'll see this, of course, in engagement online. I would say once you have tested some content for a month, you will know and you'll see what sticks. I have one client, for example, whenever we have quotes that we post that only have words, they don't perform as well as when we have the pastor's face behind that quote. It is literally like day and night. So, and this is different for every church. So, just try it out and be yourself. People notice when you are not yourself online. So don't look at the other church to your right, the other church to your left. Don't try to be like the Joneses, have it all together, or be like a different church or be like a different congregation. It takes time to find your voice online. It takes time to find your brand voice, because for a lot of churches, it is new territory. But I just wanted to throw that in there. Still be yourself. And then digging a little deeper, I think there are really tools that can build digital spaces that lead to physical spaces. Let me explain what I mean. So if you have a social post, an email or a text, okay, that has a good setup, a good copy or wording, and it leads to, let's say, an invite for small groups, meetups, prayer nights, Sunday service, or a worship night, then that is a digital space that leads, or that final goal is to lead to a physical space. And so I think it's also a mind shift that we need a lot of times, that, hey, this is not just a social post. Social media is changing. It is not just entertainment anymore. It's also, I don't know how to say this. It's a lot of things. Okay. In our case, it is ministry. Okay. It's not like a billboard where you promote your event or you promote your ministry, but it is ministry. So it's another branch of reaching and kind of grabbing people that are near you through the internet, through the digital space. And then for those that are not near you, it is ministry. You are ministering to someone. Example, I am in Texas now. I used to live in Atlanta. I still tune in to my church's church service online, and it's just such a blessing because of the way they are set up, because they have an online presence. They portray their mission and their vision, and they don't spare anything. Whatever they do for the people that are there in person, they do for me online. And that is why I'm still plugged in. I hope that makes sense. So we need a mind shift of, seeing email and social and text and all these automation tools as, I guess, an extension of our hand. And when you include local stories, local impact stories, people can also see themselves. So I guess that brings me to the point that when it comes to reach, there are two types of online audiences. You have those that are not geographically close to you, that you are ministering to, that you are literally giving the word, feeding spiritually, praying for them, and they will most likely never be with you in person. And then you have those local people. So I think for local people, also including local stories, local community outreach, things like that in your content helps a lot to bridge the gap too, because they can see themselves. when they hear a certain part of your town, for example, oh, that's where I live. That's what they did there, so they can see themselves. For example, one of my clients recently, I thought that was so cool. They had a free gas giveaway. They gave away $500 in gas to people. So when you showed up with your car, you got free gas. So that is honestly really great marketing as well. So I thought that was cool, and people can see themselves in this kind of content. So just to kind of summarize my thoughts on bridging the gap between our online life to our physical experiences with each other in church, I talked about creating a clear call to action. So you always want to mention what the next step is for the person. If you have a video, either say it on screen or say it in the caption. If you have a graphic, say it in the caption. Things like join us for prayer, send us a message, visit us, sign up here, things like that. You always want to have a good button too that you can see and that you don't have to look for. Okay, so a good call to action. Then I talked about highlighting people's stories and testimonies and real life in your church. So testimonies and also behind the scenes looks. This is also a great way of connecting to people. And then lastly, I want to invite you to take this paradigm shift with me, to look at online tools such as social media, emails and text and all these automation tools, even AI, as a tool and an extension of our reach. No more just entertainment, no more just announcements, but really a tool for real connection that can connect from the digital space to the physical space. And this works. I have seen it work. I have had the experience in church myself where someone came in, hey, from a TikTok or from, a post online. And I have had clients tell me that, people come in because they have seen them online or they have been invited online. And we see it in the numbers. We see it when we look at the analytics. So this works. I'm telling you, God can change someone's eternity through social media. This is 2025. It is possible. It is happening. You don't have to be excluded. Social media is such a blessing when we use it like that because it's free. It's mostly a free tool. Can you imagine how much money you have to pay for a TV ad, for 30 seconds of a TV ad? When I think about the Super Bowl ads, right? I don't know how much they cost for a minute of a Super Bowl ad, but we have these free tools. Yes, you have ads, you can do social media ads, but you can just start by posting regularly, having a presence, giving it a shot. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure that you can be found on the internet. And I challenge you, go to your social media platforms, go look at your last post and analyze it and look at, what is the step that someone is supposed to take from this post? Is there even a call to action? And you know what to do. If there isn't, just make this a habit to always kind of double check that there is a next step for the person. Talk with your team about it. I think in my last episode, I mentioned having a scheduler. So that's really important. So you can keep your sanity in all of this. You can write things ahead of time, plug this in a tool like Metricool or any other scheduler, and get in the habit of, making the connection, having the connection in your mind with the person, putting yourself in the person's shoes before you release and publish that post. I hope this episode was helpful when it comes to making that connection from the digital space to the physical space. And if it was, make sure to leave me a comment, like this video if you are watching on YouTube. If you are on Spotify or Apple or Amazon Music, I encourage you to leave me a rating. These really help push the message out to more people. Please feel free and give me an honest review. I really want to hear what you are thinking so far of the Kingdom Digital podcast. And I want to encourage you this week to think of ways of how you can turn the engagement that you have online into in-person interactions with people. Ministry is online, but the goal is always real souls, real connections, and real experiences with our Lord Jesus Christ. And with that, I want to leave you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.